Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Hello, America! It is February 13th, Saturday, February 13th. And great news has come to us all. Donald Trump has been acquitted a second time. A second failed impeachment for the Democrats. And what kind of makes me laugh is Chuck Schumer came out and said, Donald Trump has been discredited. The American people will see that. And it's like, wait a minute. You lost, asshole. You've been discredited. We see you for what you are. Filthy, miserable pieces of shit that can't get on with life. Donald Trump fucking ate your lunch, bitches. Said you can't be corrupt pieces of shit. You have to do for the people. And what did Donald Trump do for the people? Made our economy great. Our country was steamrolling ahead. We had the respect of the world. So much respect for the world that three or four Muslim nations actually recognized Israel as a nation, which has never happened under Democrats nor establishment Republicans. Because it seems like everything they do is to a script, and it's wrong. Donald Trump took that fucking retarded script, threw it out the fucking window, and fucking made amazing strides for this country, which proves to you both parties are corrupt. They're in it together against the people. They would rather see us suffer than line their fucking pockets a little more. The prestige and the great income and all the benefits that come with being a senator or a representative isn't good enough. They have to find ways to fuck the people and line their pockets with even more millions. People walk into Congress and the Senate without a fucking pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and they're leaving with fucking wheelbarrows full of cash. And that's what Donald Trump was trying to stop. And what did they do? They fought him. So what does that tell you? The criminals fought the do-gooder. And it looks like we let him win. Talk about this fake, he was pushing a fake narrative. I didn't need Donald Trump to tell me that the fucking election was stolen. No, I did not. I have two eyes. I saw what happened. All these fucking areas, 7 of them, I believe, just stopped counting votes. You're not supposed to stop the count unless there's some kind of natural emergency. We were tired, we were this, we were this. Bullshit. You stopped it because the algorithms were failing. Now, people that know about this shit said yes. Donald Trump was winning by such a margin, the algorithms couldn't keep up, and they were crashing. They had to stop the votes, recalibrate the machines. And I don't need Mike Lindell to tell me this either. If you're thinking about that, sounds like what he was talking about. I've been saying this since the election. On top of that, you had vote watchers kicked out of multiple municipalities, and some were lucky to get a peek inside, saw that they were pulling boxes of ballots out of places they shouldn't been, under the table, in closets, out of back rooms, and they were just running these ballots through. Some weren't even folded up like they were in envelopes. They just looked like straight out, they were copied, put right on a pile, and run right through the machine. I guarantee you at least 10 million of those ballots that were for Biden were outright fake and have no chain of custody. Come on. Then on top of the fact you have multiple municipalities that had 10 to 20% more votes than they had registered voters. Then you got that problem. There were just so many irregularities, mass irregularities, that went from Trump landslides to fucking Trump just missing winning. Some of them is by a few thousand votes. How did he have 700,000 votes and the count almost done and stop voting for a couple hours and start back up. He's lost by 40,000. Come on, that's not suspicious? That don't warrant investigation? Well, all right, and then you got the judiciary in several states changing the election laws. That's not the job of the judiciary. That's the job of the legislator. And the legislator only according to Constitution. That was broken. So, aside from all the irregularities in laws that were broken there, the Constitution was violated. Laws were broken. And the people that we elect to safeguard us from these things didn't lift a fucking finger to do anything, even though we all saw it happen right before our eyes. Now, I wouldn't expect any Democrat to say out in the open, yeah, we fucking rigged that shit and fuck them. No, but I know they're thinking it. That's what pisses me off, is the people that we elect to safeguard us did not a fucking thing. They didn't lift a finger. Just said, no, it happened. Here's all this evidence. Here's all this. No, nothing happened here. Look, here's proof. Here's evidence. No, nothing happened here. You fucking lying scum. You guys ought to be tried for treason and fucking hung also. We got a lot wrong with this country, and most of it stems from the rot that we elect into public office. Bottom line, you expect the Democrats to be fucking scumbags, but I can show you. Give me a second here. Let me open this bad boy up. Here's our 7 wonderful Republican senators that voted to convict Donald Trump. Republican Senator Richard Burr of North Carolina, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, Susan Collins of Maine, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Mitt Romney of Utah, surprise, surprise, Ben Sasse of Nebraska, and Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania. Probably Pat Toomey because he's mad because Donald Trump ragged on Pennsylvania a lot, but still, your state had a lot to do with us losing by your fucking corruption. And it was all the Democrat locations, all the Democrat strongholds had the same fucking issue with stopping the election and irregularities. But nobody saw any reason to do anything about it. Just let the people become fucked. So that was the bottom line with that. But they're going to try to find ways to fuck Donald Trump. The Congress is saying, well, we're looking at taking some of his post-presidential privileges away. And I'm like, no, they're his. You couldn't convict him. Leave him the fuck alone. You talk about abuse of power. What about an asshole that says, I got a pen and a phone and I'll act if Congress don't? So you're implying you're going to make fucking law if Congress don't. That's not your fucking job as an administrator. But yet he did it anyway with DACA. Remember, he let an ambassador be killed in Benghazi. Did a stand down while they're under attack and denied it. What about drone striking and killing 2 American citizens without fucking due process? Maybe those things ought to be looked at. Maybe Barack Obama ought to be impeached. Remember that. We have president now for post-presidential impeachment. Or even though the Supreme Court won't touch it until somebody's actually convicted, then they'll come in and say it's unconstitutional. But until then, they'll keep their mouth shut. And I can tell you how it's unconstitutional off its bat, off its face. John Roberts, Supreme Court Justice, the lead justice, shall preside over impeachment hearings. He refused because he knows it's unconstitutional. That's how you know. The people supposedly safeguarding our Constitution, our republic. I have my doubts about him too, but he's right in this case. So, remember who the enemy is. Fucking damn socialist Republicans. Damn socialist Democrats. Not all Republicans are socialists. You know the establishment motherfuckers. 7 of them right there. And more. I say 7.5. Look at Mitch McConnell. Yeah, he voted to acquit. But what did he do 5 minutes after? Talked about how, oh, I acquitted because I think this is unconstitutional. But if he was still president, I would have fucking voted to fucking convict. You would, huh? No, you still would have lost. Now we know where you're really at. Thought you could have your cake and eat it too? Fuck you. We know who you really are. You ought to be fucking primaried out. We have to get people to primary these fucks out. You know the establishment's not gonna fucking do anything to help us. But establishment Republicans, news for you. This isn't your fucking party anymore. This is the People's Party. They talk about, oh, we're the party of Lincoln, we're the party of... No, you're the party of shit right now, you establishment fucks. The quicker we get rid of you, the quicker we can have a real fucking Republican Party. Really opining for the Constitution. And the way things ran when Donald Trump was president. Talk about fucking abuse of power. That man did more for this fucking country at the expense of himself and his business. And oh, he's trying to make money off the presidency. Well, if your idea of making money is losing $2 billion in wages and income because people don't want to use your shit because they got these fucking scenarios in their head because they listen to fucking liars like CNN and MSNBC, yeah, all right, fine. How much money did he make? Hey, he lost $2 billion. Oh, fucking retarded. That's why these fucking Democrats are mentally fucking ill. They'll tell you something that's a bold-faced lie. And you sit there and say, I know you're full of shit. But they can sit there with the straightest face and tell you like they're telling the fucking truth. I bet you these fucking psycho fucks can pass a fucking, not a breathalyzer test, the polygraph test. I'm sure they can pass a polygraph test because they're so fucking mentally ill. They believe the lies they're telling you, or they have so convinced themselves. They're telling you how bad and corrupt Donald Trump was, but I'll tell you what, bad and corrupt got us 7 million more jobs than we had people willing to fill them. We had a 3.2 unemployment rate. We were doing wonderful things. We had the respect of the world again. 4 fucking Muslim countries recognized Israel. 3 or 4, I forget. Recognized Israel as a nation. You know, he was nominated for 3 Nobel Prizes and maybe a 4th. I'm not sure. But the news don't tell you any of the stuff that he's done that was good. They tell you stupid shit like, he was telling people to drink bleach. He was telling people to drink fish tank cleaner. The fuck? It's the same shit he was telling people to go out and riot. When you say we're going to march to the friggin' Capitol and we're going to peaceably and patriotically voice our opinions, that's go there and attack somebody to you? That's why you're fucking mentally ill. You're either fucking mentally ill or you're a chronic fucking liar. And you're both. You're fucking mentally ill and fucking liars. And we're sick of you. We really have to put something together and smash these Democrats, smash the Democrat Party, smash their fucking agenda. Because it's almost too late. Look at how the kids are today from the fucking indoctrination from these government schools. They can't add 2 plus 2. They can't critically think. They can put a condom on a cucumber. They can tell you how many genders they are. And they can tell you what goes in what recycling bin. And that's about it. Everything else is an espoused lie. That's why everybody acts hysterical, these Democrats. They have no critical thinking. thinking skills. All they were brought up is to fucking spew out the puke that's leftist indoctrination. How wonderful socialism will be. How fair. How this, how that. Now I saw a post on Instagram. I wish I could remember the guy's name. He said it's funny. He sees kids with $150 sneakers talking on a $1,000 cell phone, playing on a $500 video game, crying about how unfair everything is and how capitalism's failing. Well, we got the fattest and richest poor people in the entire fucking world. So, I don't want to hear shit. I tell you what, you know what poor means? You know what, really, for most people, poor means being inconvenienced without the greatest technology or the greatest gadgets. That's what being poor means to most people in this country. There are some that are really, really dirt floor, fucking wearing rags, poor. There are. But these aren't the people I'm talking about, because you don't hear about these people from social media. You don't see the guy that's laying in the fucking gutter with rags on texting how things suck, because he don't have a fucking phone. You don't have a pot to piss in. Anybody that's fucking on a cell phone telling you how unfair the world is ought to get slapped the fuck across the mouth. Fucking ridiculous. And that's what our children are learning. We did away with these and you know what? The politicians that tell you how great these government schools are, you know what their kids are doing? Going to private school, learning math, learning history, learning the things they need to learn to be the masters over your children when they grow up. Because they'll be the next scumbags in politics. Just like fucking Kim Jong-il. Whatever the fuck, Kim Il-sung, Kim Sung-il, you know, the third generation fucking leader. So all they do is they friggin' breed fucking more leaders. And here they're gonna breed your children to be fucking subservient followers. You will live in squalor. You will live in filth. You will take what we give you. And that's the bottom line. When we go to the Green New Deal and there's brownouts and blackouts and you're freezing and you're fucking sitting in the dark, you know what? Washington, D.C. is going to be warm in the winter and nice and air conditioned in the summer, and the lights will always be on, and there'll always be a nice big fucking plate of food under fucking silver on silver. Never mind just nice porcelain or nice china. It's going to be on silver dishes. They're going to shit in gold toilets, just like the Saudi Arabians. Us, we'll be shitting in a fucking hole in the ground looking for a fucking grain of rice. That's what's going to end up. So you want to know what our future is with the Democrats? North Korea, Cuba, Venezuela. And don't believe none of this bullshit about Norway and Sweden, Denmark. Those are capitalist countries with a very nice welfare state for their citizens. They're not importing poor people when you have poor people already. They have very strict immigration. So, now that we talked about the impeachment and all this leftist bullshit, what do you think Joe Biden's been doing since everybody's been running around talking about impeachment? His old gnarly ass has been scratching his signature on fucking executive orders, killing jobs, killing the fucking energy sector, fucking just taking this country apart. I forget how many. He hasn't even been in fucking office a month yet, and we've already lost hundreds of thousands of jobs. Taxes went up right now 4%. I have a feeling it's going to go up more. Should have never fucking believed him. He said, I'm not raising taxes on anybody under 400,000. You could have left the tax cuts alone, but you didn't. So according to the way I think, that's a tax increase. You took away a tax cut, so my taxes increased. There's no way other to look at it. So thanks, Joe Biden. And I'm sure all those people that voted for you in the fucking Midwest, all those union people that lost their jobs now because their fucking leader, their fucking union bosses said, gotta vote for Joe Biden, he's gonna be better for you. Now they're sitting home unemployed. How many hundreds of thousand jobs, Joe? Pictures a line of people. That's why the concertina wire is around the White House now. Because they know Joe Biden and the fucking establishment ilk are going to fuck us so hard that they're going to have a constant stream of people trying to hit them. I have a guarantee that's the reason. Because you know what? If the people elected Joe Biden, you wouldn't need that. So, there you go. You know, they said the fence had to come down when Donald Trump was there. When people were trying to climb the fence and attack him, but now they got the big fence, razor wire. It looks like a military base down there. Fucking pieces of shit. That's what the whole country's going to look like before long. Get used to it. Unless we vote these fuckers out and keep them the fuck out. And then we start trying them for the crimes that they've committed under our fucking noses. But we need Republicans with the balls to do it. Not one that talk a game of balls until they get elected, then they fucking hide under their desk for the next 2 to 6 years, depending on what fucking office they're taking. Sick of that shit. No more fucking Paul Ryans. No more Mitch McConnells. Done with them. Definitely no more Mitt Romneys. Fuck him. Imagine when he was running, I actually thought about voting for that fucking prick. I think I did vote for that prick. Boy, well, I'm glad he never made it, because he's turned out to be a real fucking asshole. Alright. Donald Trump. 2-0. Donald Trump, winner. Just remember, Chuck Schumer said he's discredited now, and the whole country can see it. All I see is a bunch of fucking mental ill Republicans got their asses handed to them again. Because they're fucking acting illegally and unconstitutionally. That's all you ever do. You can't find anything you like in the Constitution. You talk about, trying Donald Trump under the Constitution and you violate the fuck out of it. Fuck out of here, you fucking lying, two-faced fucking pieces of shit, leftist fucking useless fucks. Can't stand you. And everybody that's a Democrat's a fucking enemy of this country. You're an enemy of the Republic. You're an enemy of our Constitution. You're an enemy of everybody's liberty. You should be treated like an enemy. You should be incarcerated, tried, and convicted. Especially you fucking Democrat motherfuckers in office. Well, let's enjoy Donald Trump's victory for now, and let's see what these assholes have next. Because whatever it is, it'll be a failure. Let's hope so anyway. They were able to fuck us with this election, but maybe it'll be a good thing, because you'll see what the Democrats are really about, and if you still run towards them, you're stupid as a fuck. Good night, everybody. I said good night, everybody.
We're taking liberty, motherfucker!
Before I go, I want to just go on about one thing that Joe Biden is doing to our country that's going to have really negative consequences. And that is, he is single-handedly dismantling our immigration system through executive order. How we are going to combat this, I do not know. Republicans are going to have to fight hard. But he is stopping all deportations, unless it's something like murder. Well, he's going to let child molesters, drunk drivers, robbers, you could do just about anything except murder somebody. You might even be able to rape people and not get thrown out of this country. And another thing he wants to do, and he's going to do, he's doing it. Right now, if you're waiting for an asylum court case for entry into the country, you wait in Mexico. Joe Biden's going to stop that. He's going to let them all in to the United States to get their court cases and disappear into the interior. Essentially, he's going to flood us with hundreds of thousands of illegals as he's killing jobs in the country. So, if the Democrats think Donald Trump was doing terrible things, then these mentally ill Democrats must think Joe Biden's doing wonderful things. See, the Democrats seem to only think good things are happening when this country is suffering. That's the mental illness right there. We're going to let in thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that have no means of support. Why we destroy the means of support for hundreds of thousands of people that are already in this country. In the American citizen, we'll destroy the citizens' jobs, and then we'll let the illegals come in, and we'll give them everything, further depleting the resources. This is that Cloward Piven strategy where they're going to try to just bust us wide open, deplete our resources so friggin' badly. Sometimes you wonder if a civil war is the only way out of this mess. I would like to think not. I would like to think Republicans with balls, yes, again, Republicans with balls, to get into these fucking offices and fucking put these motherfuckers on trial for the treasonous behavior that they are committing against us. And I guarantee you that'll stop the future dead in its tracks from becoming a socialist fucking shithole. Democrats get offended when Donald Trump would call these foreign countries shitholes, the third world countries. Yet, they fucking strive for us to become another third world shithole. I don't understand how a country that can give you so much you want to destroy, other than that you're fucking mentally ill. I will never fucking stop saying Democrats are mentally ill. They are sick, sick fucking people. They should not be in government. They should be in fucking hospital rooms, fucking getting treatment. Alright, so remember, that was the most important thing. Joe Biden's dismantling our immigration system. He is going to make ICE practically ineffective. So, enjoy. What can I fucking tell you?
For more America.